Don't know if you saw it. David Letterman apologized to his wife last night. Since the extortion attempt and confession, his ratings are up. In tonight's Crazy or Credible segment, we're joined by Bob Thompson. His Drinking with Bob commentaries are on YouTube and viewed by tens of thousands. Hey, Bob, how are you?
Good. How are you, Fred? How are you doing?
Just fine, thank you. What do you make of the David Letterman story?
I think that whole thing is ridiculous. It's like, you see this guy. First of all, the whole thing he did is he apologized. First of all, it's his fault. He comes out on TV. He tells us all about what's going on. Then he apologized, but he's not apologizing for sleeping with his staffers. He's apologizing for talking. So here's an idea. How about he just shut up about it, okay? People aren't upset that he slept with his staffer. It really doesn't matter to anybody. I mean, we live in the age of Elliot Spitzer, Bill Clinton, the Octomom, Kate and 8 + 8. I mean, nobody cares that he slept with his staffer. I think people would be more upset if he wasn't sleeping with his staffers. I mean, this guy's a TV talk show host. I thought the reason you become a TV talk show host is so you can sleep with your staffers. I mean, I don't know what your staff looks like, Fred, and I'm not pointing any fingers. I'm just talking out loud. But if David Letterman wanted a job where he works 3 hours a day and the whole time he apologizes for what he did wrong, then he goes and hangs out with his wife, I think he should have ran for president. It would have been a lot easier. I mean, this guy should get over himself. It's ridiculous.
All right. Now, Bob, I don't know. Do you notice how they're putting calorie information at all the restaurants now? Have you seen that? Fast food. All right. Sit down everywhere. But it's not helping. There's a new study, and it finds it's doing nothing to curb obesity in this country. We know obesity is a concern, but if people don't want to stop eating, then what can be done, Bob?
But that's it. There's nothing that can be done, Fred, because they've done this in New York for a year already. And I go to McDonald's, Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I overhear the conversations. People walk up to the calorie counter. They look, and they're like, 3,000 calories for a Big Mac, 2,000 for fries, 2,000 for soda. 2 seconds later, you know what they say? Give me a Big Mac, fries, and soda and supersize it. People are going to do what they want to do. It's the same thing with cigarettes. You see it. People know cigarettes are bad for them. You see the warnings on cigarettes. There's more warnings on cigarettes than there are cigarettes in the box. Yet, I walk out of my bar every night. There's 13, 14, 15-year-old kids out there getting bums to buy them cigarettes at the deli. Why is this? Because they're worried about their health? No, they want to be cool. People are going to do what they want to do. And then you got another thing in New York City. It's the same thing as this calorie thing. They have these vegetable carts. I don't know if you heard about this. Mayor Bloomberg put vegetable carts in. You want to know why? Because poor people couldn't find vegetables. Are you kidding me? We don't live in a third world country, Fred. We're not in Uganda. If you want to find vegetables in this country, you can find vegetables. They might be the freshest. They might not be the best, but you can find vegetables. How is the vegetable carts working out? I'll tell you, they're a disaster. There are more people waiting online tonight for Mets World Series tickets in New York than there are for vegetables from a vegetable cart. I mean, leave people alone. They're going to do what they want to do. I mean, how simple is it, Fred? It's simple.
It is simple. All right. I don't have a lot of time here, but let's do this in about 45 seconds. From the people that started suggesting we teach 5-year-olds about sex, the UN is now suggesting that given the United States' economic problems, might be time for a new global reserve currency. In other words, it won't be based on the dollar. It'll be based on something else. Bob, lose the money, lose the power, right?
Yeah, well, this is what I said. You know what the funniest part about this, Fred? It's the UN. I mean, this is the most unsuccessful organization in the world. They're a money pit, and they're going to point fingers at whether the dollar's successful or not. This is like Paris Hilton calling for mandatory IQ tests. It's like Carrot Top saying comedians aren't as funny as they used to be. It's like Lady Gaga calling people weird. I mean, Lady Gaga, you think people are weird? I mean, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? If I was the UN, I would sit in the corner and keep my mouth shut and hope nobody noticed I was there. Are you kidding me? They're going to talk about money? They weren't talking about the dollar being bad when they were collecting $500 million from freaking the United States every year. Then they didn't care about the dollar being bad, right? It's insane. The UN's a joke, Fred. It's a joke.
Bob, as always, well done. Appreciate it. Crazy or Credible? We'll talk to you next week.
Take care, Fred.
Are you too, Bob?